the child she's carrying will affect her menu. And so when a man is pregnant with burdens, it's not just prayer. Burdens provoke consecrations. Your path will become narrow. And it's on that narrow path that you will collide with the spirit that is eternal. When you find believers who are into everything, you ask them, they say, is it a sin? No, it's not a sin. That's why you are on earth. Remain there. When you become pregnant, that pregnancy will restrict you. Many times, you will wake up because you are burdened. Every weekend, you will not be permitted to go out of your house. It's not a law, it's a body. Sometimes, because you are pregnant, you will be forced to off your phone for months. It's not a law, it's a body. Many times, because you are pregnant, you will have to cut off friendship. There's nothing wrong with having friends, but your path is narrow. You have a body. That body will shape you, and even after you have an encounter, you can't change it. It will become your culture. That's why when you find men who are truly spiritual men, they have cultures. They have culture. You can't find a man who is a spiritual man who has no culture. There are some you find every year they have periodic fasting. That's why today you are doing 70 days fast. It's a culture of a spiritual man. His path is narrow. In my country, everybody wants the mantle of Babalola. Meanwhile, this Babalola fasts 40 days dry every year. If you don't have a body and you try it, after the 15th day you have ulcer. After the 20th day you will die. Because if you have a body, the higher you go, you will now begin to feed from other substance that is not earthly. Because a body can become water. A body can become food. Sometimes when you have a body, you will lie down for 7 days. You will not even know it's 7 days. You are feeding from that body. But for you to get there, you would have consecrated your spirit until nothing that is earthly is able to get your attention. When you get to that pathway of narrow way, you begin to see things that are not natural. Encounters will become your habitation. But the problem with our world is that we don't have consecrated men. And the reason we don't have consecrated men is because we don't have men that have bodies. Everybody is buried, talking like an empty drum. And we want to substitute spiritual things with show and charade. When you are done with charisma, come back to the doorway of life and let them teach you the way of the spirit. He said, I beat my body. I bring it under subjection. I beat my body. There is something I'm pregnant with, and because I'm pregnant with that thing, I can't talk like everybody. I can't do like everybody. It's not a sin, but for me, it's a sin. Because if I continue like that, my soul will become divergent. I can't trap light. And so a man who seeks encounters is a man who carries his burdens like a child. He will tend it. He will manage it. He will guide it. And as he's tending that body, a point will come, the light bearer will appear to him and say, now you can carry hallowed things. This is a generation of football. Football is our religion. This is a generation of pleasure. This is a generation of show. We do everything that negates spiritual life. And we want to carry powers that the ancients carried. It will be fraud if that power is given to you. It will be fraud. Do you know what Elijah did?